What's up, everybody? Shindaro Man 261. Was talking to Xmark 1993. We're just commenting on each other's videos and whatnot. Our equipment and things like that. But apparently he he had problems with his Cam 90R, and I was just gonna kind of keep an eye on that and just hope everything goes well on that. This video can apply to anyone who's just starting out in the business. I've been into outdoor power equipment since I was about 3 or 4 years old, so I've seen changes, whatnot, with, EPA and all that kind of stuff. So this is just some tips on how to, what to look for in a dealer, if you're getting, the right service and done to your equipment, and also, if they're, being pushy on sales and whatnot, and, really look at customer service, and things like that. So, if you're interested in starting out in this business, this should be helpful to you. And I know I was in a similar situation with my Honda mower, and luckily that problem was solved because I had really good dealer support, and that's important. Because whenever your equipment is in need of repair, you want the repairs to be done properly, and you want them to really stick to what they're doing and really back up on what they sell. So that was good. And so the problem I was having with it was my Honda mower has an automatic choke on it, and basically is controlled by a thermostat inside the exhaust, and when the exhaust heats up, that opens up the choke. What was happening was it wouldn't start, and so I took it back, and at first they thought it was the thermostat, but it wasn't. Second time around I took it back, and they decided just to replace the carburetor, because a lot of times when you get a new machine, sometimes you get a much better repair out of it, and it'll run a lot better. And for some reason it seemed like it was running a bit rich, because I used to smell a lot of unburned gas, and so that's probably why it would backfire out the exhaust. So luckily, when I took it back, those 2 times it was covered under warranty, and that's what you want. You want to make sure whatever you're getting is covered. Whatever you're getting done, if the machine's under warranty, it's being covered. And that's pretty much only with mechanical defects and whatnot. Is what it is. So I was very fortunate to have that done. And so that's one thing to look for. Always make sure they're sticking to the warranty from the date of purchase. Okay, and really make sure that they stick to it, because I know there have been people with warranty issues and things like that they don't get covered, and really you want to make sure that you get your warranty if you have one. Another thing is, in situations like this, when you bought a brand new machine, you want to make sure that you have good dealer support, of course. But usually in situations like this, it's just, if you're having trouble with it, it's best to, take it back to the dealer and have them deal with it, because it's their responsibility, and their products that they're selling to you. And that way you can kind of be sure that the work's going to be done properly. Of course, if you prefer to do it yourself, that's a whole other thing. If you're kind of anal about how repairs are done to your equipment, that's really up to you. But usually it's better to do that, go that route, and so you don't have to deal with that aspect. And about repairs also, you want to make sure that they're bringing in genuine parts. I mean, in some cases, with older, hard to find parts, you have no choice but to go with the aftermarket. And whenever you have to go that route, you just make sure they're using the highest quality aftermarket part available. I mean, there's tons of them out there, and you just kind of got to do your research, of course, just on anything. I tend to keep up with the outdoor power equipment field, so that I know what to expect and what changes are going on, and that way I can decide it, if a dealer is credible with their knowledge on what they sell, because they need to know the product in order to sell it to you. They can't just bring in all these prestigious brands, and just make a profit out of it. That's not going to work. You need to make sure that they know the product. They should be able to know someone who has it, or they should be able to have the resources up front so they can tell you about it. So, just keep that in mind when you're going in for repairs. And for sales, if you want, if you're interested in certain manufacturers, certain brands, it's going to be different where you go. Some places are kind of particular to what they bring in, what's as specific as what models to bring in, and only bringing in certain ones because of the quality of it. Or if they're full line sales and service, there's basically two types, and it's the customer service you get out of either one is not, it doesn't really determine the customer service you get out of each of those two. It'll just vary, but that's pretty much it. And you just really, all you need to worry about is that they know the product, and that you're confident that they know the product. And just make sure you do your research, of course. It's basically, like I said, I try to keep up with new products and whatnot, and it's kind of like for those who keep up with the auto industry. Like if you read Diesel Power, Road and Track, things like that. That's basically what I do, and it's important that you keep up with it, because then you'll know that they understand the product inside and out. So when you ask them, and plus you'll get different opinions either way. So that's the other thing you got to be aware of too. But in a sense, you'll get kind of their insight on it, and their experience with that that product or that manufacturer. So that's another thing to think about. But I would say, that's basically all you need to look for. Good customer service, that they know the product and that they can service it for you and they're fully qualified to service it, and that they stick to the warranty, if anything, if it's a new machine, and that they bring in the genuine parts as much as they can. Now, it depends. Some dealers, they probably can't stock the parts for whatever reasons. So, I mean, if you're lucky, you can try to find a dealer that, brings in the parts and keeps a stocked inventory. So that way there's less downtime for you. I mean, it'll probably be different up in the States. I'm in Hawaii, so it's probably a lot different. So up there, the way the service is. But one thing that's different for sure is the prices down here are a little bit more expensive because of taxes. So that's one thing that's different. That's pretty much the only difference. You just gotta pick whatever. You just gotta decide what your downtime. If you want less downtime, it's best to go with a dealer that has parts in stock. And you can't always find them. Sometimes you have to go to multiple dealers just to get certain things. And I have 3 dealers that I go to, and they're all for different reasons. And I'll kind of, as we go along, I'll explain to you about them and why I do certain things at one place more so than the other, and what I go there for, what I purchase, whatever I get service, and that kind of thing. Just to kind of give you an idea. So that's pretty much it. I just hope your Cam 90R gets the proper service that it needs, and I'm just here to help you. Just stand behind this for you, and just make sure it gets done the way you want to, and yeah. So I hope this video helps all of you out there who are looking into the landscaping business, or the outdoor power equipment business. If you're into small engine repair or anything, just whatever information you want out of a dealer, and hoping this gives you a better insight on it. So, by the way, I'm up to 14 subscribers, and I really appreciate all the comments and all the feedback that I'm getting. I really appreciate it, and just keep them coming. And you guys can do this. You can do this, and we'll just. I wish you guys all the best this year, and hope everything goes your way, and let's make this a great season. So, anyway, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.